I'm not a smart man.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a quick ignition tune-up on a small block Chevy. We're working on a 1981 G10 van with a 350 in it. We're going to be doing the module, the coil, and a cap and rotor. Now, I was driving, the thing just kept getting worse and worse. I honestly thought it was a carb problem, the way it was just misfiring and just running like shit. Me, I'm not really a mechanic. I'm more of a parts thrower honor. So I went out and bought a brand new carburetor. Yeah, that was not the problem. So, same problems. So I'm thinking that more than likely this module went bad. That's pretty common. But while we're in there, we're going to do the module, we're going to do the coil, we're going to do the cap, because the cap that I got is just a crappy Amazon cap. I got it because it was clear and it looked cool, and you'll see why I got it when we get to the van. But I do have to note, when you buy a cap, it does not come with the cover. So I'm going to be using my existing cover. Seems to fit. So let's get this started here. All right, there's really no good place for me to set the camera, so we're going to get this set in. And this is very, very tight. This does not want to fall in. I have to kind of spread it open a little bit, but it goes. Let's make sure that that's there. Let's get our wires into place. Now the red wire goes on the side closest to you. And these only go in one way. Actually, it's got to be bent a little more. Alright, that wire is in. That wire's in. That wire is in. So we have all our wires in there. Now we're going to just screw this in. That's just 4 screws. They're 1/4 inch. I'm not even going to bother showing you how to do it. It's really simple. Okay, we got the hard part done. This is all together, ready to go. All it was is, 2 1/4 inch bolts. If you guys want, small block Chevy, they're probably all the same. Part number DR2001G for the cap and rotor. Remember, doesn't come with the top though. CA34 for the ignition coil. And DR100 for the module. Now the module does come with this little dielectric grease. Not sure why it says silicone on it. So you're going to take that. It's going to go all underneath the metal here. You could just buy dielectric grease like I did because I didn't know it came with it. And spark plug boot protector, that's dielectric grease. So you want to smear that all on here, and then we'll go to the truck and we'll get all this in. And hopefully the free candy creeper van will be running again. We'll find out.
I know it's not going to start. It's not going to let us leave.
All right, so here we are back out of the van, and for my purposes, this really doesn't get any easier. I'm sure a lot of you guys are working in a worse spot than me. So here we are. I know distributor doesn't look great, but it's what I got, and I'm afraid to change it because I'll screw up the timing and shit. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic. So, oh, one thing I should say is definitely disconnect your battery first. Another thing I did, I took some tape. I marked my number 1 on the plug and the rotor, but me, I'm just going to be able to put the cap up here and just swap everything in one shot. So, next up, let's get this in. I'm going to set you guys down for a second while I pop this in place. And it pretty much, snaps right into place. So we're going to take these little 1/4 inchers, throw these in here. Obviously, you don't need to kill them. So for this, I'm going to turn the camera off. All I'm doing is I'm plugging in this plug, and tightening these down. All right, she's all plugged in. Next up is going to be the cap. Now this, it technically goes on 4 ways, I think. Oh wait, no, it actually has a little mark right there. So this is only going on in one spot. So, yeah. I'm going to do this off camera also. I just got to bend all these out, then pop her in place, and then I'm just going to plug it in. I mean, there's really no reason to record that. All right, it's on. Now, I'm just transferring wires at this point. So, start with number 1 and roll my way around. Now, I know some of you guys, it's not going to be as easy because you're not going to have the access, but for me, I'll take it. All right, we have a change of plans. We're not throwing the wires on because I forgot the rotor.
You suck, you jackass.
So let me take this off, put the rotor on, then we'll get to the wires. All right, so I think I got everything hooked up. Here's the moment of truth. I just went, connected the battery. Carburetor's brand new. I'm sure I'm gonna have to adjust the idle, but let's see if we get spark. It's acting the same. It's acting the same. I couldn't have fouled a bunch of plugs. What the fuck?
This is a process. It's a process. It's a process.
So yeah, I'm at a loss. But anyway, that's how you change out an ignition system. Assuming I did it right, which there's really nothing to mess up. I don't understand. Alright, so here is where we were at. We put a brand new carb on her. That didn't help. We put a brand new ignition system in. That did not help. Got her running with starting fluid today. It did sound like it had a miss. So just to play it safe, I went through, I redid all the spark plugs, and yeah, some of them suck with these headers. So I just connected the battery. Let's give it a pump or two and see what she'll do. It was a plug.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know.
Alright guys, we got a little recap on free candy. So now we know it's definitely not the carburetor. It is definitely not the ignition system. It's definitely not the plugs, as you can see. Yeah, they kicked the shit out of me. Really only numbers 3 and 4 sucked. So yeah, I have no idea what it is. So we need a win. So we're gonna go over here to the Trans Am with the bad fuel pump, and as you can see, we got a whole new unit, and I'm pretty much just gonna record this just so I know how it goes back together. This is all pretty obvious. I think I can get this clip from down below if I jack the car up. So I already took these 5 nuts off. This is loose, so I'm gonna disconnect these, and we're gonna put a fuel pump in, and hopefully we can get this moved, because hopefully this is selling soon, and it's just easier to drive it out of the way than push it. So let me get started on this. All right, so I'm gonna be smart about this. As you can see, I labeled the new pump 1, 2, 3, and 4. So on here, just went through with some tape. 1, 2, 3, and the last one left is 4. As far as this the clip goes, I did just watch a video where a guy went down underneath and drilled out some rivets and stuff, but you can just jack the car up on the side and go right under and unclip it. It's really simple. So I'm gonna pull these off and throw this in and see where we end up. Well, that was not as easy as I hoped. I had to bend the shit out of all these rods just to get the connections in there, because I had to set this in place first. I couldn't connect it all and turn it because it just didn't want to do that. So we're gonna get the keys and see if this fires, which it probably won't because the battery's probably dead. But we'll find out. And yeah, I know it's got a lot of air in the system, so I'm gonna have to probably gun it for a little bit if it starts, but we'll see. All right, first we're gonna cycle the key and check for leaks. Hopefully hear something. I heard something, and I don't see anything. It can come from these two. Nothing, but that's to be expected. Oh, she's running. got a win. Thank God. Alright, we're gonna let her run for a little bit. Grab some tape, close up that hole, and maybe we'll take her out for a ride. Alright guys, so that's it, man. I'm calling it a win. I think we're gonna call it a video. Next video, we are gonna be jumping back onto this. We still have the transmission in the Jeep we gotta do. And then I promise we're gonna go back there under that cover and start that. That build is going to be, it's gonna be interesting. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. We're about 98,000 short, so anything helps. Catch you guys on the next one. Yeah, so every year my wife spends 4 to 5 hours pulling all the tadpoles out of our pool to go transport them into our koi pond. What she doesn't know is that as soon as she puts them in there, the koi eat them. Almost done!